Hey everybody, welcome. Today we're looking at this cool gas blowback racer right here. This is the ASG Shadow 2. And it's basically just the SP01 with some new contouring and some pre-upgrades on the inside. But you guys know the question here always is it going to be worth that premium price? Stay tuned to find out. Hey guys, welcome back. This is the ASG Shadow 2 gas blowback racer airsoft pistol. And it's been out for quite a while. In fact, it won the 10th Annual Player's Choice Awards for Best Airsoft Pistol in 2019. We've wanted to get our hands on one for a really long time. And it took a while, but now we've got one to review. And this one is courtesy of Fox Airsoft, where you can pick it up for $180. Like we said, it basically is the SP01, but it's got a redesigned slide. It's got deeper serrations on the slide for easier racking back. It's got more angular edges, a bit more comfortable of a grip, and some better weight distribution over the original SP01. And all of these things are designed on the real steel version for better recoil management. And we're going to talk about all of them in depth, but first, let's see what's in the box.
What's in the box?
All right, guys, today we're looking at this bad boy right here. This is the ASG CZ Shadow 2. This is a CO2 version gas blowback race gun, and this gun goes for $180. All right, let's see what we got in the box. All right, in the box we've got our product documentation, CZ Shadow 2 owner's manual here from ASG. And ASG always has the best owner's manual, so I hope they don't let me down. Yep, there we go. Awesome. They have the best pictures. We've got don't shoot yourself in the face, don't shoot at granny riding by on a basket bicycle, and don't turn your gun sideways and shoot. Although, if you watch the channel, you know we always say this is absolutely wrong. If you can turn your gun sideways and curve around an obstacle with the hop up of your gun, then you are an airsoft legend. All right, how to load your CO2, how to load your magazine, how to adjust your hop up, and how to adjust the mag release. This has got a 3-position mag release that you can adjust for comfort. So, pretty cool. All right, let's see what's in the actual box. We've got a little bag of ASG BBs. We've got an orange emblazoned thread cover right there. And that is because you can see that the gun does come with a threaded external barrel. All right, we've got our little tool set, which we're falling out. We've got a little bagging of 2 hex tools. I guess this hex tool is for adjusting your mag release. This hex tool is for your magazine itself, putting the CO2 in. Let's set that aside and look at the gun itself. Actually, the gun itself is it is full metal. It's got quite a bit of weight to it. Not only is the upper slide and the frame metal, these grips are metal as too. Emblazoned with your CZ Shadow 2 trademarks. CZ Shadow 2 on the slide. Nice serrations to rack it back. Pretty cool. Easy to reach slide release. I'm not too sure about this trigger. And it looks like when you pull the hammer back, it does set the trigger, so you have got a slight pull to the wall, but that's promising. It looks like it may fire a lot better than I expected to. Beautiful gun. It's very narrow. It feels very narrow in your palm, but it's got quite a bit of weight to it. And your palm really, see how it contours in right here underneath that beaver tail? Really gets your hand forward into that grip. It's really comfortable, actually. All right, guys, well, that's about it for what's in the box, so let's go talk about this gun. All right, guys, let's go over it. This is meant to be a top-tier, full metal competitive race gun. And it's based on the CZ75 platform, and it is a 1-to-1 replica of the real Shadow 2. And this full-frame airsoft pistol does have a few distinctions over others in that the slide is actually inside of the frame when it reciprocates rather than outside. And like we said earlier, this new take on the SP01 has better contouring on the outside, a higher beaver tail, and an undercut trigger guard to really get your hand positioned forward under the barrel. And all of these exterior changes were to keep the muzzle down. It was meant to make the real version a better race gun. And even though obviously recoil is minimal on an airsoft pistol, we're going to see if those changes make an impact staying on target for the airsoft version as well. This gun, even though it's a full frame and it's got a good bit of weight to it, it is much skinnier than other full frame pistols that we've reviewed, which is really interesting considering it does still have a double stacking full metal magazine. I mean, look here at these side by side to some other full frame pistols. It is very, very skinny. It comes with an emblazoned orange thread cover go over your 14mm counterclockwise barrel threads. So it does already come with a threaded outer barrel, so you can attach your MOG suppressor or your tracer unit if you want to. You've got your engraved CZ Shadow 2 trademarks on the slide. And right underneath, you've got a single slot Picatinny tactical rail. And it does come with an adjustable rear sight as well, and this nice, cool fiber optic front sight. It's got a nice, bold red dot ambidextrous safety, trades molded into the metal grip covers, and you can get red metal grip covers as well, which I think look very cool, sold separately for 50 bucks. And these aren't plastic grip covers either. These are CNC metal grips, which I think is a really nice touch. You've got this cool skeletonized competition hammer, and you've got this really pronounced mag release on the left side right here, but it is adjustable to 3 different positions, so you can make the grip and the mag release as comfortable for your hand as possible. And talking about the magazine, it is a full metal CO2 double stacking 26 round magazine. And it is the same magazine as the CZ75 or the SPL1. So if you got any of those laying around, you get extra magazines already. And you can see by the side cutout here, it is a CO2 magazine, but there are green gas versions out there that you can buy as well. And obviously to drop the CO2 into this guy, you can either use a little pin or a little hex tool to get this mag cap off, or you can pull the slider slightly and the mag cap will just come right off. You unscrew that top and you drop the CO2 in. I'm not a super fan of this particular style of CO2 cap because it's a completely separate piece and you could absolutely lose it out on the field pretty easily. They say that the Shadow 2 has reinforced internals over the SPO1. I'm not entirely sure, to be honest with you, what exactly that means, although I do know that it does have an upgraded stainless steel spring guide inside. And it does have adjustable hop-up, which honestly threw me a little bit right at first because this does look like a slide release lever to me from other guns that we reviewed, but it is actually a pin. And to remove it, the slide comes back only a very, very slight distance. There's these 2 little grooves on the slide and frame to align. And then you can take the pin out, you can remove the slide, and you get to the adjustable hop-up underneath. And it is a flathead screwdriver style adjuster, so you can be assured that it's probably going to stay in place once you've got it set. Then you put the slide back on, put in the pin, and you're good to go. And speaking of the hop-up, it is a Tokyo Marui compatible hop-up rubber if you're looking to do an upgrade. Now this gun advertises 320 to 330 feet per second with 0.2 gram BBs, and we got to find out for ourselves, of course, because we've been waiting a long time to review this particular gun. So let's go see how this gun performs right now. So the gun actually shoots quite a bit less than what it advertises. There's no 320 to 330. It's actually right around 300 with 0.2 gram BBs. And a lot of the shots are under 300. I'd say it probably averages around 290. But that does absolutely nothing to lessen the accuracy and consistency of this gun. Much to our delight, that trigger actually is quite responsive. It's got a very small pull from the wall and a very small reset. And it's quite snappy. Alright, there you go. The gun performs really, really well. I gotta admit, I really wasn't sure that I was gonna like this trigger. This one, none of those fears. Put those fears to rest 100%. On the initial shot, if you don't have it cocked, there is a bit of a pull to hit that initial wall where it's cocked. But then it stays there, and from there, there's just a little bit of give before you can feel that wall again to fire. And that's where it's gonna stay once you start the reciprocating of the slide as you fire over and over again. So despite deceptively looking otherwise, it actually has a pretty crisp response on the trigger pull. I mean, overall, I like it a lot. You know, there was a lot of anticipation built up to review this gun, and I do have to say there's some things are a bit of a letdown. It's not nearly as good as I had built it up into my head to be, but it's still a very, very, very good gun, and absolutely worth the price tag. So guys, there you go. Thanks for sticking with us. We hope that this was helpful, and if you like what we're doing here and you want to help the channel out, like, comment, and share this video because it really does help us get out in front of more new people. And hey, if you haven't already, join us on our airsoft journey by hitting that subscribe button and that notification bell because we don't want you to miss a single video that comes out every Tuesday with bonus videos on Fridays. And until then, we'll see you next time. Hey, did you guys know we have patches? You can pick up your own Salt Shaker swag at the link in the description below. But more than that, we want your patches for our patch wall. If you've got a team patch or a local field patch, send it to our physical address in the description below with a couple of sentences about your team or your field, and we'll shout it out in an upcoming video. We appreciate you, and we'll see you next time.